motivate, motivate, yeah. Motivate, motivate, yeah. Motivate, yeah. Motivate, 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 yeah. 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 Motivate.
DINYL Nation, Dialysis is not your life nation. Second Chance family, listen, welcome to Motivation with Fred. I'm excited today. We have an awesome motivational session on today. I do want to say, listen, it is a new week. It's a new work week. It's a new month. July is here. Even with that, listen, summer is here. It's a new season. And so understand all the old, you got to let it go. It's time to get a new mindset. It's time to go for your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. It's time to get up from where you are. It's time for you to understand and know that there is indeed more for your life. Listen, I'm excited today. Welcome here. Motivational with Fred is motivational sessions designed for the kidney disease and the dialysis community to get educated, encouraged, empowered, inspired, understand to live your best life now, not when you get the kidney, but live it now. Redefine your life. Understand that all because you are on dialysis, because you have kidney disease, let's go even more, whatever your circumstance or situation may be, it does not matter. Because listen, you cannot allow it to define your life or to determine your future, to say who you are, what you can do, what you can have, what you can be. Listen, your life is your own and you determine who you are in life. So welcome to Motivation with Fred. I'm the founder of Dialysis is Not Your Life. Check us out on dialysisisnotyourlife.com. Also, if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am a kidney transplant patient myself. I was on dialysis for 3 years and now I have the kidney transplant, and we're going hard in the paint because we're pushing this advocacy to let people know and understand that your life is not over because you're on dialysis, because you have kidney disease. You have a second chance at life. And I always ask the question, so what are you doing with the second chance that you have? It's time to start living, guys. It's time to start moving and start going. We got 6 months. This right here is you do it over months. So if it didn't work in January to June, let's flip it. Let's make it happen in July to December. If it went great in January to June, let's take it to the next level in July to December. Because all I'm saying is go after life, because life is waiting on you. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. I want to say to my wife, give a shout out to her. I'm actually dedicating this show to her. I love you, baby doll. The 26th of June was 32 years of marriage with my wife. Man, I love my wife. I love you, baby. Thank you for being there for me always. But I mean, wow, since we were little, when I listen, I'm about to cry. I love you. I love you. Let's jump on it. We're talking about creating a winning mindset. That's for the whole month. The whole year 2024, because the mindset has got to be I win. Winners win. Winners win. We don't lose, we learn. And I want you to understand, no matter what you're going through or what you've gone through, you've got to flip it and turn it around and make it work for your good, because you can. To understand that dialysis is a second chance at life. Listen, turn it around and live. I don't care what happened with divorce, money, loss, whatever it is, you have the opportunity to flip it and turn it around and make it work for your good. Why? Because it's your life. It is your life, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. We're gonna have an awesome show today. It's called it's how you show up. It's how you show up. Not just you show up, it's how you show up. This is going to be an awesome session on today. It's time to show up. Yeah, it's time to show up. It's time to make it happen. It's time to go into July showing up. I'm here. You here? I'm here. Are you here? I'm here. And it's time to make the statement that I'm here. I'm going to show up. You're going to know I'm here. The rest of this year, you're going to know I'm here. My money going to know I'm here. My marriage going to know I'm here. My health is going to know I'm here. Everything about my life is going to know that I am present in the moment. I'm going to show up and show up strong. Wow, that's what I'm here to tell you today. Listen, let's jump to this commercial. We will be right back. We're going to jump right into this. It's how you show up.
Dialysis is not your life. The book and workbook by international author Fred Hill is available on Amazon.com. The power to redefine your life while on dialysis. Dialysis is a second chance at life. So what are you doing with this chance? I know that dialysis is challenging. I was on dialysis for 3 years, chemo and peritoneal. But you can still live a high quality, fulfilled life while on dialysis. You can get your energy back, your confidence and sex life back. Still go after your dreams and live your life out loud while on dialysis. The book teaches you that dialysis is not the end for you. It is possible to live and enjoy life. The workbook takes you step by step to make it all a reality. This book and workbook are helping and changing the lives of dialysis patients across the globe. So go to Amazon.com, order the book and workbook, and get your life back. Life is waiting on you.
Okay, we're back. We're talking about is how you show up. It's how you show up. Listen, showing up is a powerful thing. Showing up. You got to show up. That and one definition for showing up means being there. I want to say that nothing would be done if we didn't show up. Nothing in life would be accomplished if you didn't show up. Understand, no one would feel loved. No one would be appreciated. No one would feel important. No one would feel special if no one showed up. Like I said, one of the definitions is talking about being there in the good times and in the bad. So, I mean, it's how you show up. So if you're only there in the good times, you're not there in the bad, listen, there's a problem. If you're only there when times are good and not when they're bad, listen, there's a problem. And so it's not just that you just show up, it's how you show up. And so understand, let me put it like this. If you are in need of help and you call the ambulance, and so when the ambulance gets there and he does not have the proper tools or doesn't have what is needed in order to help you, even though they came, even though they showed up, listen, there was no purpose of them coming because it did not help you, because it's not this just show up, it's how you show up. Now understand, let's go a little bit more. What if they showed up with everything that you needed, but it should have been 10 minutes for them to get there, but it took them 2 hours. So once they get there, although they have everything that you need and they could have made everything better, but because they were too late, understand, it did not serve a purpose. And so I'm here to tell you today that it's not just you show up, it's about how you show up. It's about how you show up. It's being present. This is one definition that got me. It says being present for others while putting your own desires and ambitions, to the side. Now, one thing about dialysis patients, this is one thing that we do because we do this in order to feel relevant, because understand we don't feel relevant anymore. Once you go on dialysis, you lose hopes, you lose dreams, you lose desires, you lose aspirations, you lose confidence, you lose esteem, you feel like your life is over. And so what we do is we start being more present there for other people, so that we can feel relevant, though someone can still see us, to see that we're still a person. Because when we go to the doctor, sometimes it seems like we're just a number, but not a person, a patient, but a number. And so you're going in and you're feeling guilty and shame for being sick, being diseased, or looking at how you look with the tubes and the grafts and those different things in your neck and in your chest and your arms and your stomach. And so we miss out on life. We allow allow life to pass us by. But the way that we would live is that we would do for others, we'll be present for others, and putting our dreams and desires on the back because we felt that it didn't matter. Our ambitions didn't matter for us anymore because it seems like life was over. But listen, I'm here to tell you today, whether you're on dialysis or not, listen, if you are always on the background, now I understand this definition is awesome, but it must be a balance. If there is not a balance to where you're being there for other folk, but yet you're not being there for yourself, therefore it is toxic. It is not good. Understand, you've got to be there for everybody else, but first, you got to be there for yourself. I know that may seem as if it sounds selfish, but it is not selfish for those who understand you're putting your life in the back burner and you're living through the eyes of other people by the things that you do and how you show up for them. So my word to you today is that in order for your life to be better, listen, you've got to start showing up for yourself. You got to pull it together for yourself. You cannot allow life to pass you by. One thing in the therapy training that it talks about a good you makes a better you makes a better everyone else around you. And so the thing is, it's the same mentality as if you're on the plane and the air pressure drops. Before you can help the one that's beside you, even your child, they'll tell you that you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself first so that you can be okay in order to help somebody else. And so I want to say to you today, if you have put your life on the back burner for everybody else because you don't feel adequate, or you feel inadequate, or you feel insecure, or you feel that you don't matter, or your life doesn't matter, so you're trying to matter about what the things that you do. No, it's time to focus on you and show up for yourself. Yes, it's time for you to show up for yourself, because the reality is you need you. You can never show up really without you. You got to be there. I mean, your character is there. You show up, whether it's your money is there. Understand everything about you. It shows up. Your laughter, your love, your aura, everything about that changes the atmosphere shows up. So it can't just be you giving and you doing and you sacrificing everything else, because you are missing in the equation. And it's time for you to show up for your life, because as long as we are sitting and we're allowing life to pass us by, we're decaying in the moment. We're missing moments that we could be great moments for our lives, for our children, for those who love us, for our community, in our neighborhoods. You can get up and start businesses. Who's waiting on you to show up? Let me say this right here. One of my favorite quotes from Winston Churchill is, never let a good crisis go to waste. Never let a good crisis go to waste. What that means is when in the hard times and the bad times and calamities, instead of running, show up. Why? Because in the calamity, there's ideas. In the calamity, there's medicines and there's inventions. In the calamity, there are ideas that would bring forth money. In the calamity, there's change that is possible that would change your life and others. Because listen, just about every invention, every medication that has been created in this earth has been because of a crisis. Even when COVID came in the scene, understand somebody didn't run. In the COVID crisis, someone came up with a remedy. Someone came up with shots that wasn't there before, because understand, they did not run from it. So when your crisis shows up, you've got to show up. And so what I'm saying to you is this: dialysis showed up, so you got to show up. Kidney disease showed up, so you got to show up. If divorce show up, you got to show up. If you lose houses and cars and money and jobs, listen, don't run. Show up. Don't run from it. Allow that to be the moment to bring out the best in you so that you can change your life. Understand, when these circumstances come, this is your opportunity to be greater, to be better. Let me say this. Let me say this. Sometimes we're praying, God, let my life be better. We're praying, God, open this door. We're praying, God, do this. But listen, before God opens this door, what if he closes this door? This door closes first. In order for me to be in the house that I'm in right now, the house that I had prior went into foreclosure. In order for me to be the dialysis advocate and to work with doctors and different companies and writing books and speaking and doing, I first had to encounter the crises of dialysis and kidney disease to even be here to talk to you, to let you know that you can do it too. Allow the crisis to bring out the best in you, to be able to bring out the idea in you, to change your life forever, to change your children's life. Understand the crisis of poverty, of growing up in poverty instead of remaining there. Let that be something that grows in you to say, I don't want this for the rest of my life. I don't want this for my kids. So what is the idea that I've got to do? Go to school. Create something, your idea. You can no longer be in a place where you're afraid or holding back in your past mistakes or your failures to tell you that you can't do any better or that you can't have or that you can't do. And as long as you're hiding behind your excuse, you're not showing up for yourself nor for those who need you the most. Wow, my time is up. My time is up. Let me say this. No more broken you. No more confuse you, living through the eyes of everybody else, of the things that you've done for them. And you're not living, you're not dreaming, you're not moving. You're only existing behind the excuse of your dialysis treatment or the excuse of what they did to you, the abuse. You're hiding behind the excuse. I'm not trying to belittle anyone of the being molested or being raped. Yes, it was hard, but it's time to respond now and not allow that to take control of your life to make you feel that your life is over and you can't have anything. All because the marriage was over. This right here happened and it might have been real hard, but it does not mean that you can't have a great one. I don't care if it's the third or the fourth one. You don't stop on your dreams. You don't stop. If the first business failed, they should tell you how not to do it. Go and do it again. Many of our dreams and hopes and desires, they failed when COVID came. It wasn't your fault. But try again. Get up and go again. Even if you blew it and you messed it up, show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. One of the definitions that I love. Let me find this definition. Talks about doing the work, showing up reality, being there, praying present for others. Well, you can no longer. Here we go. Let me get this because we're gonna come back and I'm gonna do this. Is it? Being prepared to put in the work regardless of outside factors or obstacles, including your own negative self-talk. Listen, it's about taking courage. Man, I can't wait to jump onto this next week. I can't wait. I don't want to hold you too long, hold your attention long, because listen, it's the start of. I'm telling you that you need to show up. But next week, I want to show you how to show up for yourself because it's on you. It starts with you being prepared to put in the work. It starts right here in the mental. It's time to get mentally prepared. So till Monday, listen, start getting mentally prepared. Start thinking about what you desire to do and to have, desiring to change in your life. Start taking inventory of your life and looking and saying, I don't like this no more. I don't want this no more. I don't want to live like this no more. I don't want to be in the same cycle no more. I want to stop doing and quitting the same habits that are not pushing me forward. Now it's time to be putting the mental preparation. So when we come together on Monday, listen, we're going to drive this thing because it's time to show up. I'm not running anymore. You got to say that to yourself. I'm not running. I'm not bowing. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up, but I'm going to show up for my life. Why? Because my wife needs me to show up. My son needs me to show up. My community needs me to show up. My church needs me to show up. Listen, my dialysis and kidney disease community, they need me to show up. So I'm going to show up every day. I don't care, good, bad, inadequate, whatever it is, because I understand the assignment on my life is to change my life and others. So understand, I don't care what comes, what goes, who's here, who's not. Listen, I got purpose. You got purpose in your life. I don't care what it is. Listen, while you're on dialysis, you might be watching me. You should be preparing. When this 4 hours is over, what are you going to do to better your life? When I get off of this job that seems to be a dead-end job, what are you going to do to better your life? When you get off, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's time to show up for yourself. Man, I'm excited today. I'm excited. Listen, I'm done. I want to keep going. I've been going on 20 minutes. Listen, I want you I'm getting full right now. I want you to understand that you have so much life. You have dreams and ideas that you had when you were 16 that have not come to pass. You didn't even drawn a business plan. Listen, bring those things back. All those ideas that you wanted to do, you wanted to be a big brother, big sister. Listen, you still can do it. I don't care how old you are. You still have life left in you. Do not leave this earth without fulfilling the things that are inside of you and living your dreams. There are too many people, I'm talking about my own family now, that have not been outside South Carolina, and they lived into their 80s and they see nothing outside of South Carolina in this big world. Show up for yourself. What is the excuse for us not doing, going, and having and being? How is it as big as this world is? Wow. And all we see is our neighborhood. All we see is the job we go to. All we see is the home that we live in, when there's so much more for us to see. Because when you begin to expose yourself to more, you expand your mind. When you expand your mind, you go after more. When you go after more, you achieve it, then you have it, and you find yourself living on a greater level than what you was before, because you expose yourself to more. It's time to go. Listen, I love you guys. We'll be back on Monday. Listen, share this with someone. Let someone know it's time to show up. Tell yourself it's time to show up for me. So before I show up for somebody else, and listen, because I'm not showing up for me, is it possible, as we said before, you're showing up, but you're not showing up the right way? You're there, but you don't really have what is needed to make it happen, because you're broken, your dreams, you're hurt. It's time to show up for you. Yeah, it's time to show up for you. You guys have a great one, and you can do it. And we'll see you on Monday. You guys be blessed. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Monday. Be blessed. Bye-bye.
Motivate.